2. Hey folks, how's it going? Let's wait for OBS to catch up. Frame rate isn't looking fantastic for some reason. No, it's supposed to be on 60 FPS. If it's looking choppy for you guys, let me know. But welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday, halfway through the week. We are doing some more Blender stuff. Apologies, no stream on Monday. It was a bank holiday here in the UK, which means all the banks are closed. Many other services around the UK kind of close for that Monday, and a lot of places don't need you to go into work, which is cool, including my place. So even though I ended up working a little bit because IT never rests, but overall it's a nice relaxing day, so I enjoyed that. But because of that, we weren't available to kind of stream later on, so hopefully you didn't miss us too much. Got a nice little bit of jazz in the background, hope you can hear it. I've kept it the volume fairly low. Cold coffee. It's not too bad. Cold coffee's okay. Like a nice, it's nice to have coffee at a certain temperature, like a certain level of warmth that it kind of brings the flavours out. I think you don't tend to get the sharpness of a coffee when it's cold, which is, if you want a slightly mellow coffee flavour, then having it cold certainly helps with that. Just make sure everything is connected and we're seeing what's going on. Yeah, I can see I'm live on both Twitch and YouTube, so no matter where you want to watch me from, I'm live. You can watch me there. I used to stream on a few other different platforms, but to be honest, there wasn't as much uptake, to be honest. Facebook gaming, that died unfortunately some time ago, so I stopped streaming to Facebook. Not only did it generally as a whole it died, but my channel just didn't get anywhere on Facebook. It was a shame because all my kind of merit and credentials was transferred to Facebook, and all for nothing. But I still have you guys here on Twitch and YouTube, and I am very thankful. You are the greatest people. Always dedicated. So many people pop in to say hello on both platforms. So those two platforms are definitely worth keeping going. Alright, that's the coffee done, apart from the dregs, so we're not drinking dregs. Let's switch over to Blender and we can see the progress we've done. What's going on here? Why have I got two things? Why do I... Oh, I've got window capture too. Let's turn that off. Not sure what I was using that for. It's possibly something else regarding Blender. I think it might be like a settings window or something. So we have our character here. The background doesn't quite match. Well, depending which angle you get it. But what I wanted to do is actually see the vertex paint with the character. What I'm guessing I'm going to have to do is probably do a texture. I did notice, we go back to this. Sure, I did notice an issue. We hide the character model. Do have this thing at the back here. So select that and go into edit mode. What have we got going on here? There's some weird overlapping going on here. Let's delete. Let's delete that. So we've got a nice little hole now. We want to select that. Let's go back to that. Tell you what. What we shall do instead, let's go back to the line select. Okay, so that's connected to there. That's connected to there. That's connected. Okay, I think when we combine some of these vertices together, it didn't quite join them properly. So they're all there. Let's delete that face. Okay, I think that was the best solution. So we've got a dot floating above there. I see. Can we recenter this? I can't remember. Is it? Let's do a quick Google here because this is confusing me. Blender move pivot point. Change the pivot point, also known as the origin of the object. So we want to, in object mode, yes. Select the object and go object set origin. Then 3D cursor. Set origin. There we go. So we set the 3D cursor down here. That puts that on the chest. Awesome. That's what we were after. Hey Lisa, sell emotes. Sell the best emotes. How's it going? It's good to see you. Right, we fixed a little tear in the back of the hood. Still not 100% happy with that seam across the back there, but I'm happy generally otherwise. But I think I'm going to have to unwrap this and texture it. Got a new keyboard yesterday. Oh, nice. What brand? What brand did you go for? Not as cool as the Panda one though. That Panda one looks awesome. Now I wouldn't mind getting that myself if I had a desk. As I don't have a desk and I'm literally sat on my bed. I've just got a small 70%, 60%? I can never remember. I think it's 60% keyboard. So this one's very portable. Its battery, I've got it charging at the moment, but it's battery, it's Bluetooth, and it's got a nice kind of clicky. Whoops, sorry. And I can change the keys and stuff on it. So it's a very cool keyboard. But yeah, I think that Panda one looked like it was a 70 or 60%. Didn't look like a full keyboard as far as I can remember. So I can grab the picture of that one. There it is. Yeah, so I think that's I would say that's a 60% one. It doesn't say in the description, does it? It just says a 68 key. But I'd say that's a 60% keyboard. Now a keyboard that's quiet and has very like flat laptop style buttons, which I like better than big loud keys. Yes, fair. So they tend to be low profile membrane. Well, the membrane or the scissor. I think that most laptops are scissor. So they have like a little mechanism like that. When you push the key, it does this. And very quiet. The membrane one, which is just like a little rubber sheet. So when you push it, it just kind of feels squishy. Like the old mobile phones with the squishy rubber buttons. I think most laptops are scissor though. So it's got like a little spring-loaded scissor. I do have a keyboard like that somewhere. But I like keys, I like chunky things, so I can push. But you can't particularly type quietly on this. Over the weekend, Nix was sleeping next to me, and I was trying to do something on the computer. And of course, I can't do anything on this computer quietly with this keyboard. Fortunately, Nix is quite a heavy sleeper, so I was not waking them up with our keys. Oh, we got the RGB lighting as well. It's good for Nix, yeah. I like it. Now that is cool. Got a cool keyboard there. Fancy keyboard, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, this one, when the battery's not charging, this can be any colour I want it to be. I normally go for the cyan blue, like my logo. See if I can get it to do that. There we go. Just about to see it. Yeah, so I normally get the keys to light up cyan blue, but it can be. I can change any key to any colour I want. I just like it all being one colour. Let's plug it back into charge. I do have to get used to it a little. I suppose, yeah. Anytime you change a keyboard, you're used to how the previous keys felt, where the previous keys were. Especially from going from a full size 100% keyboard, where your arrow keys are very definitely over here, to a 60% where it's kind of squished into the corner. And you go, oh, okay, the arrow keys are directly beneath, like, the enter key, rather than beside it. And yeah, always with new keyboards. But yeah, it's probably slightly obsessive. I do own multiple keyboards. I do think I have a full size, by the way. Quite possibly, yeah. I think Yeah, because I'm guessing because you can't see on the right hand side, but you got your page up, page down, home, insert, and then your arrow keys, and then your number pads on the side. Is what I'm guessing. So yeah, the full size. Like I prefer the full size keyboards if I have a desk. Place my hand on it to compare. Oh yes. Yeah, the full size picture looks even nicer. Genesis. Well, I like your nails. They were sparkly. That's cool. That's a nice looking keyboard. Very cool. Like it. Just did my nails. Nice. They are very cool. I like sparkly nails. I'm not sure if I can pull it off myself because I keep biting these ones. If I stop biting my nails, I can paint them all sparkly. But I have a habit of chewing on my fingers. It's not very good. Yeah. I try not to. But before I know it, I got my finger on my mouth and go, ah, damn. But if I can stop doing that, I wouldn't be adverse to painting my nails sparkly colours. Maybe sparkly nails will stop you biting. Yeah, I wouldn't want to bite it with sparkly on there. I get sparkle in my mouth. Don't want sparkly mouth. So might be an idea if I can stop biting them for like I don't know, a week, just to let them grow to a proper kind of level, not long, but just grow past the point of I've nibbled them, and then yeah, just paint them. So to be honest, I'll probably go for a colour similar to this this poncho thing I've made here, but with sparkles. So I don't want too light. I don't want as light as my logo. Do not use nail polish, by the way. Oh, powder. Oh, cool. It gets very hard. Interesting. I know very little about kind of beautifying nails, amongst other things. Should work like 3 weeks. With me, it's mostly 2. Oh. So they you wear through it quite easily. But yeah. Still consider it. It's some time ago now, probably a few months ago at least. I thought, you know what, let's have a look at some nail polish. So I think I should be able to get on with just a simple bottle of polish and a brush. I've got a friend who can do full nail art with very small brushes and put detail onto the nail, not just give it a colour, but kind of add detail with different colours and stuff. And how do you do that with the nails that small? You actually making designs and stuff. She's very clever. Love when people do it. Yeah. No, she was working in a nail place for a short time, but unfortunately didn't work out. But yeah, she's talented anyway. It doesn't matter what she does. Full kind of can do face painting as well. So if you want any design on your face, she'll do children's parties and she can do nails. Very very good with any kind of cosmetic stuff. Yeah, very talented woman. But if I find any photos of her work, I'll post in Discord at some point. I'm getting really into this jazz music. Hopefully it's loud enough to hear on the stream, but not too loud. Might turn it up a little bit. I was turned up for the maximum on the video. Let's turn up in OBS a little bit. There we go. Keep it vague in the background, but a little bit louder. Yeah, the video to this is just like I want to say like 1950s animated style cats playing instruments. Very interesting. I'll put the link to what I'm listening to in the chat. I always find like a nice long YouTube video of music. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm happy with the shape. I'm happy with the shape. I want to texture this now. I think I need to cut the hood as a separate piece. Cats playing jazz is very cute, yeah. Now I need to do a seam, don't I? A seam. What mode is this going to be in? Gonna have to do a quick Google because I completely forgotten how to do seams. Blender. Seams. Do I have to go to UV mode? Possibly. I want to mark a seam across the hood. Control E to open the edge menu, choose mark seam. Select edges. Then Control E. Cool. Okay, so I need to select the edges in edge mode, which I am in. Okay, let's go for that. Control E, mark seam. Cool. We'll mark a seam up the sleeve as well, I think. Shall I, or shall I? Where's the best place to mark a seam? Probably along the sleeve. Mark that as a seam. Do the same over here. Cool. Control E, mark seam. So that should chop those up. We want to unwrap, don't we? So unwrap. There's some weird things going on here. Possibly the these joins are made in the middle, so I'll delete these because I don't think I actually need them. Delete edges. Cool. What's going on here then? So that's all the hood stuff. Why that's done that, I don't know. There we go. I have no idea what's going on for these as well. Most of this looks like it's unwrapped quite nicely. I'll have to put a seam through the centre of the hood maybe. Probably about there. Yeah, it's a little bit skew riff, but we'll go with that. Mark that as a seam. It looks a little bit better. We've got two halves of the hoods. We've got the front and the back. Still have this bit though. Let's see the mesh from underneath. So we've got a seam going to there, that's fine. Probably do with sorting out what's going on here. Put on the X-ray. Let's go back to the do that. Oh, that looks better. Let's see what's going on just here. Good old Sevibot there, catching the spam before it hits. Let's make a seam here as well. So that continues that seam. Oh, I see. Okay. Clear that seam there. Clear that seam. Clear that seam. Clear that seam. Let's stitch that together. And then let's make a new seam, just mark a seam there. Mark that as a seam. Okay, got a seam there, seam there. Okay. Hoping that's done a better job. Okay, let's go back to UV editing. I haven't got anything weird over here, but it's still this. Still this I'm confused about. What's it picking up there? That's... So that's the back. I know that's the back. So that section there is where the hood is. So that's connecting to that. I just don't know why we got all these bits. I suppose what I could do if I go image, new image, go cloak, and choose the color as that. I could do have seen the options. Auto merge, mirror. Okay. So we're saving the image. You want to buy the new shirt? Hey Jeffrey, how's it going? Looks pretty cool. I'll have to consider it. It's a very cool design, I like it. Don't usually do white, but I'll certainly consider it for that design. Friday, 2 albums released, both metal, different projects, just happen to be mixed at the same time. There are some months in these, I bet. That's exciting. I suppose nerving as well, because you're going to be releasing 2 projects at the same time. No electronics, you can hear me sing. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll certainly be listening to that on its release then. One is straightforward death metal, the zombie punch you in the teeth death metal. Nice. Whoever is a black goth industrial new metal mix happened by accident is going to be my most personal project to date. Nice. I like those colour mixes, like especially industrial new metal for certain. Goth. I do like a bit of goth in there, and of course, yeah, black metal has a nice bit of darkness to it. Awesome. Looking forward to it. Monday I did pre-release albums from it. I saw the notification that going live, but yeah, Nix and I were busy. How did it go? Did you say that people enjoyed it? Quite some people came to Twitch and were all positive. Nice. I'm glad to hear that. Tomorrow, pre-release stream of a goth one. Ooh. Personal one. I'll see if I can get the stream open. And so there won't be anywhere I can listen to it until about 9 o'clock. I said someone already, playing this will feel like streaming naked. I bet, yeah. You're kind of putting you out there. It's not just, hey, it's me playing a game. No, this is me. Maybe support. I'll leave the stream open on my PC, but I won't be anywhere near my PC until late at night. If I can open it on my phone. Cool. Ooh, excuse me, I've had a coffee and I'm yawning. Yeah, I'm usually between 7 PM my time and like 11, half 11 my time, I won't be in the house. Which is exactly the time that you will be streaming. I can't remember how we have Nice view change to UV map in real time. It's supposed to be 6 songs because one was cut for being not metal enough. Fair enough. It doesn't even have real guitars, only goth synths, EDM, like beats and MIDI guitars, but felt very close and correct, so it made its way back in. Nice. Tried to make it more metal. Changed the MIDI guitars to real ones, didn't work. It's meant to be as it is. That's fair. Yeah, sometimes yeah, it doesn't quite fit the same theme, but that's why it ends up being on an album. So here's something I'm working on. It sounds cool, but it's not a doesn't sit with the other ones as sort of easily. So Apology that used to do a lot of that kind of stuff where it fits the theme 100%. Oh, that's cool. Doesn't fit the sound. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I know a couple of the Prodigy albums, like the last few tracks were like a slightly different sound compared to the rest of the album. But obviously made at the same time with a very similar kind of feel, but the tone and that, you say, that softer, not so many drums maybe, and it's almost like a sub part of the album where it's like, here's the main bulk of it, but then here's a bit that's kind of like a subsection of the album where it's not strictly the same kind of sound. And the Prodigy usually put that as the last couple of tracks. So you'll see a texture in your overlay menu. Change color from material to texture. Oh, texture painting. There we go. Missing materials, textures detected. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, these are bits I'm not as sure of with Blender. Quite like that as a colour, but that's the default kind of non-texture colour. But certainly like a hot pink purple could work as an option for a character. Just having a quick reminder on how I do textures. It's been a while since I've done textures. So we've done the UV unwrap. We have our image here. Image unfiltered. So the only thing I've found is that a lot of the quick information you can get for using Blender assumes you're already looking in the right place. You say you just click this, but the thing to click isn't there because you're not looking in the right place to start with. There we go. Let's quickly look at this YouTube video.
Painting on a model in Blender is super easy. The most important thing you will need is of course a model, but even more importantly than that, it will need to be unwrapped in at least a semi-decent way. Give your model a new material, then under...
So it needs to be given a material. There we go. Oh, easy as that. Oh. Very shiny. Yeah, it looks like it's made out of like a pottery. Almost looks like a PVC now, doesn't it? Make it quite metallic. Don't really want it looking metallic. Okay, yeah, so that gives it almost like a transparent layer on top. Not quite what we're after. I suppose the only way I'm going to get that looking any better is to actually have a image texture on that. Not entirely sure what that does. I'm guessing I need to do something a bit more involved if I'm gonna want to make this look more like a fabric rather than just a plastic. Right, I suppose our... Oh, she's eyeless. With her eyes back. All the features. There we go. I suppose rather than have it UV maps like that, we can probably put an image into here. Oh, funky. Interesting, yeah. What's referred to as a magic texture. I think it just gives it kind of a like a pattern that you can kind of use for calculating. That kind of looks cool, adding a bit of noise as a sub texture, and then the base colour is like a blue over the top. This kind of modifies how the blue comes through. Is it almost like a tie-dye effect? Let's tone down the subsurface. Interesting. Okay, let's try a different subsurface. Let's go white noise. Probably need to look up some texturing tutorials to fully understand what some of these are doing. Does make it look slightly silky. Not really the texture I'm looking for, but it's kind of cool. Okay, we'll try something else other than white noise. We've got regular noise. Is that what we've used before? Okay, let's try. Interesting. Be right back, okie dokie. See you shortly. Okay, let's try something else. A brick. Let's see if we can put an image in here. Just go have a quick look for some textures I could possibly use. Do have some textures somewhere. Is it in my assets folder? Oh, we've got a nice rock texture. I think that's probably what I used for the rocks on the Moongate. Retro textures, here we go. Fabrics. So it's under Game Dev Assets. Assets 1500 retro textures. V fabric. And fabric 6 looks alright. This makes it look patchy. Do I want it to be patchy? That's kind of cool. Don't know if I've just changed here. That was. We did have some kind of texture. Now we have no texture. Go back to the box. I seem to be missing anything because it's gone purple now. Go with that. I quite like the general colour of it. I just wanted to have a bit more sort of more of a fabric look rather than a plasticky. Let's try another texture. Assets, textures. Fabric. Let's try fabric 2. I could do with scaling that. The lens. So the texture's not coming through at all because that's quite a the thing is that the fabric 6 texture would have been perfect, I think. Let's just open that on my screen to have a quick look at it. Yeah, it looks kind of like woven fabric. Why that's not visible on here? We'll see what we can get out of fabric 2. I don't think these values do anything up here. Yeah, it doesn't seem to do a lot. Need to keep moving my neck, otherwise it ends up in a stuck position, which isn't good. So that doesn't appear to do anything to it either. I don't know how this supposed to match up the texture file I have. Looks nothing like it, like these rings here. Let's go nuts and choose something completely out of the ordinary. Yeah, so that's not even... I'm not seeing anything from the image file I'm actually loading. I think I might have to go away and learn how to texture. It's probably easier if I do like nodes, I'm guessing. See if any of these make a difference. Yeah, not entirely sure why I'm doing this. So I'll give it another few minutes working this out, and then I might call it an early stream because I'm not quite seeing what I want to see. There's principled. We start again with new material. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely need to get a rest tonight, I think. That's not far off what I'd like. Very cool patterning. Don't want these extra kind of patchy bits, so it's kind of close to what I want. I'm thinking I'll probably have to do something with nodes to get exactly what I'm after. But it's not bad though. Probably need to diffuse it somehow so it's not so patterny. Have you listened to my 5.5 hour noise already? I have not. I think if I want to sleep I might put it on. You anger me. I anger you very often. I have listened to the album by The Fae. That's pretty cool. Just between you and me, I haven't listened to either. Yeah, the new The Fae album sounds pretty cool though. I had that on in the car. Oh yes, those outtakes from old one. So, no new songs. Okay. I'm not still 100% sold on this texture. It's growing on me though. Still one of them out there, but thank you. That's okay. No, I liked them. I had it full blast in the car. I like the texture. I just don't think it's cloak texture. Let's see if we can change the. Good noise texture. So the thing is, you change the texture, it gives you slightly different parameters to play with. We got like high noise. So that looks a little bit more fabric-like. It's still swirly. Doesn't matter how I change the scale, it's still. Although you're not going to see this close up. At most you're probably going to see this distance, so. Let's scale this right down again. I don't know, still not sold on it. I'm being too perfectionist on this, considering the closest you're going to see this character is from about this kind of distance. But the thing is, I'm going to know. I'm going to know it's not the texture I wanted. Although if it's supposed to be some magical cloak, it's nothing to say the fabric couldn't look like that. It's just not the texture I was going for. So what are you doing Friday, by the way, since no stream? I am going to the ice hockey. Let's double check that. It's definitely ice hockey. I'm going somewhere. Yes, ice hockey. So I'm going to see Coventry. Going to see Coventry play. Cool. Do ice hockey have as much fights as US and Canadian? Dutch doesn't. No. The moment two hockey players look at each other with any form of aggression, the referee comes between them and goes, nope. And all the crowd goes, ah, we wanted to see a fight. But they never do it. Right. So UK ice hockey. Yeah, US is like encouraged. Yeah, the Canadian and American ice hockey, they kind of let the aggression out and then they carry on the game. Whereas you can do, they do like the barging into the barrier, so that the barrier around the outside of the rink, that they can get away as long as the player they're slamming it into has the puck at the time, or has just had the puck. Then they're okay with them completely flattening them against the wall. But if the player wasn't anywhere near the puck and you just decide, I'm just going to slam this player into the wall, they tend to be a bit iffy about that, because that's kind of violence with no kind of sports gain. Well, apart from injuring that player. But they don't encourage the injuring of other players for a sporting advantage. I know in the Canadian game they will try and hurt key players as a strategy. But no, it's very much a safe kind of atmosphere. It's very much a family game in the UK. Like you have like sort of families there. You have like mothers, fathers, children. They're all kind of just watching this ice hockey, which is pretty cool. It's like all kinds of people there, just there eating hot dogs, having a drink, and just enjoying it. So I'm definitely going to enjoy it. We've got the lounge tickets, so you get comfortable seats rather than the plastic foldy seats. And there's only like I want to say there's only like 20 tickets available for the lounge area. You get your own bar, so you can literally stand up, take 5 steps, buy a beer, take 5 steps, sit back down again. You can order food to your seat. You walk up to the bar and go, hey, can I get a burger? And you go, sure. Then you sit down, and then like 15 minutes later someone turns up and goes, here's your burger, sir. Very cool. In the lounge, yeah. So we're a little bit higher up, but we still got the full view. But we've got nice comfortable seats, and it costs probably about 10, I want to say it's something like 10 more, so 10 more pounds. So it's not bad. Like, the tickets are expensive anyway, but to add a tenner on top just to get a comfortable seat and food brought to you is a bargain in my eyes. And you get champagne. You walk into the lounge, they go, would you like a champagne? And you have a champagne. It's only like a small glass, but so we normally have the champagne, order like a burger, sit down, and then the burger comes to us and we just carry on watching the game. Awesome. Because yeah, the regular seats are okay, but you're kind of squished. There's not really much room to the side of you, and it's like just your typical plastic folding seat, and you have to go and get your own food and drink. But when it's a busy game and all the tickets are sold out in the lounge, it's like, we'll go for the cheaper ones. It's okay. I feel this texture is very princess dress. It would work for like a high quality fabric, I'd say. And it's not supposed to be a high quality fabric. It's supposed to be something of value. Like this cloak is kind of supposed to have meaning, but not. It's not supposed to be like the best of fabrics. Eyes back. Welcome back, Lisa. Let's try something else. But that's not bad. Not bad. I want it to be more like woven. I want it to look woven. And I do have woven texture, but it doesn't import. I could try checker, and then can I scale the checker? Will it scale down without going weird on me? Yeah, that just doesn't. Yeah, I'm not sold on that, to be honest. The last one looks okay for a texture. This one just. I think this is more for kind of planning shapes. You can kind of see the way the shape sits. What else do we have? Magic texture is probably a close wave. Oh, looks more like a nightwear, like a sleeping clothes. Now, if we had this, but rather than just straight lines, like cross as well, so it looked like it was actually weaving. Do we have options? Bands, rings? Oh, okay. More free time Saturday. Yeah, I should have some more free time Saturday. I'm not sure what I'm up to at the moment. I'll spam you listening albums. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you send me messages, and as soon as I see the message, I should listen to it. What's it? X, Y. Oh, spherical. Sine, saw, triangle. Oh, we're getting some kind of texture-y stuff now. Got wave texture, saw, spherical. Oh, no, not Z. Y. Again, I kind of like it as a texture. I'm not sold on it being the texture for this particular item. Especially as you can see the that looks woven to me. It looks woven. It's pretty close to what. You know what? I'm like 99% sold on this as being a convincing fabric texture. If we scale it up so we can kind of see a little bit more. We'll scale it down. Does it actually scale? It does scale a bit. The only thing is the way it does a bit at the top here, that's the only problem. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. At the back of it, that's fine. Don't mind that. Front, don't mind. Even inside the hood, that bit, not going to happen. I might have to try and UV texture it and actually just put an image straight onto it. No, don't want it too rough. Okay, I'm going to try putting another texture image into this. Oh, what's that? Like, I don't know what half of these do. I'm clicking. Oh, it's almost like a camo kind of idea. Funky. Let's bring that right down. What can I do with this one? Just scale that enough. Again, it could be very... I don't know about that. Oh, you can make it almost like digital camera. We're looking at time, so we've been streaming for over 2 hours now. So I'll see what I can. I can do this. I might go away and see what needs to happen to get a specific texture on here. Yeah, I might go away and watch some videos and see if we compare textures. We played around, we tried to learn. And I've worked out how to get the texture on there. I just don't know how to get the natural image texture to work. Let's switch over to the camera. My mind is slowly kind of fizzling. I'll save what I've done here. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to. Good night, thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah, I'm gonna go away and do some research on this because it's not gonna be worthy me streaming myself looking at stuff. So I might as well look at stuff and then come back and stream what I've learned. You guys watching me watch a video. I'm not that kind of content creator. Thank you for streaming. It's epic. Have a good night. Thank you, Lisa. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for those who have been chatting. You're awesome as usual, and those who are lurking, I see your names on the side there. Thank you very much for having me open. I do appreciate that. But we'll work on this. If I make any progress, I'll post updates in my Discord. But yeah, I'm a little bit fizzled out today. The thing is, Blender is a very cool tool, but the learning curve is quite sharp. There's so many things and so many tools within Blender that you almost need to take a course on each individual part of it. Like shaping it and molding it, that's one thing. To actually texture it is a completely different thing. To animate it is something completely different. And then you have to do all of these things to get a single model out of it. But we're getting there. We're getting there. And if I can do one character, I can do another character, and I can do a whole game of characters. But I want to get the mage done first. Because she or he or they, whoever their character is chosen by the player. But I'm starting with a female presenting one. And then I'll do a more male presenting one. And it's up to the player what they choose. Oh, cool, thank you all for being here. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. However much is it's left. I say, unfortunately, no stream on Friday because I will be at the ice hockey. I'm just going to turn that music down a little bit there and turn it down my ear. So I feel like I'm shouting. But yeah, it won't be a stream on Friday. So next stream should be on Monday. Nothing's happening Monday. So yeah, so we'll work out what we want to do Monday. I'll do some more Minecraft or have a look at Stardew. I think Stardew has a lot of updates that need to be done. A lot of the mods have been updated. Depends how we feel with that one. But yeah, should be available on Monday. Do a co-op stream. And then back on Wednesday do some more Blender. And I'll try and learn some stuff in the meantime. So no, not really. Haven't played since I played with you. Ah, cool. Started a new save yesterday. I saw you playing. I saw you playing it on Steam. So you say I can just play. That's fair. But yeah, see how people are feeling. But I don't mind what we play. But yeah, we can play a nice chilled co-op game on Monday, and I'll be doing Blender on Wednesday after I've watched some videos, and then Friday we'll be back on Unity doing some coding and stuff. Thanks again. Hope you have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend, because I won't speak to you before then, and I'll be back on Monday. So I'll be in my Discord. I'll be checking stuff, so I'll probably chat to you then. But until then, have a good night, and I shall see you then. Good night.